Behold. Randy, this is for you, buddy. Sonder is the newest album released by the band TesseracT. Pretty much it's a hard rock album, borderlines with a couple other elements that are still under that kind of similar genre. And it's very unique. It's not a very big or long album, but it does have some interesting and creative value to it. The first time I was listening to this album, I was a little confused exactly what direction this band is trying to go into. It didn't feel, to me anyway, completely concrete. It felt like they were still trying to figure out how to solidify everything together. But listening to the songs a few more times, I think that they've overall done a good aspect. And one of the creative aspects of this album that I particularly like is the fact that Randy Slaugh is one of the producers for a few of the songs on this album. Randy was one of my roommates in college, and we just always talked about music, and I love you, man. You did a good job on this album. And the band TesseracT does a pretty good job with their musical aspects as well. The band definitely keeps the hard rock aspect to it, but they also know when to step back a little bit and just let some of the moments breathe, whether it is for the purposes of the lyrics or just for the purposes of letting other sounds come into the songs themselves. They find a good pace and a good balance for a majority of this album. One of the songs that is a good example of this is their song King. When you feel like you are getting on the borderline of feeling like that was a lot to take in, it allows you as a listener to have that moment to ease up or breathe or however you want to put it in that moment exactly. Another song I think that is worth mentioning is Juno. It's got a very good, steady drum beat. The guitar riffs were original in their own right. And the third song I'd like to talk about is Beneath My Skin, Mirror Image. This one feels like it's starting out as a rock song, and then gradually it's turning into a rock symphony, if you will. I don't think this collection of songs is a brilliant album, but I do think that as far as an appropriate hard rock album is considered, this is something that I could recommend to other people listening out there. And when you do get to listen to it more than once, you do get to notice those tiny little details that are in each of the songs that make this not a stereotypical rock album at all. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 96%, creativity 86%, expression and lyrics 82%, the vibe of this album is going to get a yeah. If you're not a fan of hard rock, I'm not sure if you will like this album, but I think that if you appreciate music, you will enjoy those little details I mentioned, and you'll be able to pinpoint where their creative juices and their musicality is rising up. Once again, Randy, bravo. Bravo. I really like the work that you did, and I'm excited for the other work that you are going to be bringing and adding to this industry. Keep it up, man. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. And remember, click right here to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment. That'll make you say yes.